Welcome to the new video, everyone. Today we're going to get straight into the point, and today we'll be discussing about patience. So what is patience, why patience is important, and why patience is one of the biggest, well, it should be your biggest priority within your journey. I struggled with patience a lot growing up, like a lot. I had zero patience. I wasn't willing to wait for anything. If I wanted something, I wanted it immediately, then and there. However, this world is very cruel to those who are cruel back to the world in a way. So we are not going to always get what we want. As a matter of fact, we may not even get it at all. There is a slight chance of that. Usually when you make decisions without being patient or without thinking, it usually leads to terrible decision making. So usually the decision you make then is not the initial decision or the initial plan that you was going with, but because you had no patience and you thought it was going to work, you just went all in. And unfortunately, with whatever you're doing in life, that is probably the worst mistake anyone can make. So the first main important step in being patient is progress takes time. Like, we can all come to a conclusion that progress takes time. Something good or a new habit you want to build, or there is something that you're looking to purchase, it will take time. It will. So like, success doesn't really happen over time. If we're talking about on a success basis, it doesn't usually happen over time. No matter what, whoever you are, if you're starting a new, let's say you want to start crypto. You start crypto, the next day you're not going to become a millionaire. The next day you're not going to have much knowledge and information as you might do when you're patient with it. Maybe in 2 months, in 3 months, you're going to be way better, in a way better position, and in a way better thinking, in a way better mindset than you was when you first started. So progress takes a lot of time. So if you are in a journey currently and you are not achieving those goals that you want to in a set period of time, just know your time will come. It does take a long time sometimes. It just depends on how much you are giving in, essentially, how consistent you are. Do you show up every day? Showing up every day matters a lot. The day you don't show up might be the day you win. You can't stop it. The day you don't show up might be the day you win. Because a lucky day, you would never miss a lucky day. Just like Andrew Tate said, you would never miss a lucky day. What if tomorrow is your lucky day, but you don't show up? The day you don't show up might be the day you win. Like we touched base before, the second most important point, better decision making. And I can vouch for this highly. When I used to make quick decisions about something very important in life, it usually leads up to failure, or it leads up to a different alternative plan that I had. And having patience definitely clears a lot of things from your mind. So you might be, I don't know, someone might have told you something or asked you something. Of course, I don't mean in a way, let's say you're at work, someone asks you for coffee, you don't take 30 minutes to decide. If you know what you're going to get, you order. However, if someone came up to you and said, this is a red pill and this is a blue pill. Red pill will kill your mom, but you make $100,000 every month. Blue pill, you get $1 million, but something happens. You will take your time and basically analyze the point, analyze the situation, and then give your answer. This was just a stupid example. I just saw my vitamins there, that's why I said that. But another example can be maybe your colleague asks you, can you do overtime? And he pays you the money that he was supposed to get, but you also have a dinner date with someone. You have a date. So patience clears up a lot of decisions, and decision making becomes way easier with patience. Definitely. Leading up to patience and basically better decision making, you also get put in a better mental state by being patient. Honestly, when you have gratitude and you're thankful in this life, and you don't essentially wait for good things to come to you, you work towards it, but you are patient at your results, your mindset and your mental state will increase by 100%, 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. By being patient, your mental state will change. It will change a lot, because your mental state, it kind of triggers your entire body. If you don't have a positive mental state, you won't be confident. For example, me, I can give you an example of myself. I never had the confidence before of putting a camera up and starting talking. I can show you my previous videos, it got 4 or 5 views. I'm assuming this one is going to get the same amount of views, but We never know. Maybe my patience might work now, and maybe there's maybe 100 people watching this video. I would never know, honestly. I would just have to stay consistent to my grind, be patient, and one day the video will blow up, and I would then look back at this video knowing that I was very, very patient and I was very grateful for the position that I'm in. So mental state is very, 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 very like important when you are going through a journey. Because if you're in a bad mental state and a hurdle comes along your way and you crash out, that's not good for you. It's definitely not good for you. It's gonna affect your results. Maybe it might affect your results. It's gonna affect your situation, your mental state then and there. A lot of things might go left, basically. Sorry about that, my camera just completely cut off. I think the USB came out. So the fourth and the most crucial step I would say in patience will be that patience improves a lot of relationships, like quite a lot of relationships. So I mean relationships as a whole. I don't mean just be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband or your wife. I'm talking about your relationships as a whole. Maybe your friend, your neighbor that you build a relationship with. Patience will build a lot of respect, and you need respect essentially to be moving around in the world that we live in today. So be patient and you will see a lot of relationships will change, as well as your mental state and their mental state. You'll be gaining their respect as well as giving them respect. So you'll meet up along the way. And the last and probably the most important point of being patient is self-discipline. It enhances and increases self-discipline. Once you are patient, your discipline will increase. Trust me. By staying down to earth and having high grit, being